What if the only thing holding you back isn't your circumstances, your job, or your background, but the way you think? Not the world around you, but the thoughts within you. Because success isn't just about effort. It's about mindset. And when you shift the way you think, everything changes. The mindset that changes everything. No matter how hard you work, success can still feel just out of reach. You give it your all, push past your limits, and still come up short. It's frustrating. But the real issue isn't always your effort. It's your mindset. Your mindset is the internal lens that shapes your choices, fuels your habits, and ultimately determines how far you go. When you're trapped in negative thought patterns, self-doubt, fear, scarcity, you limit yourself before life even gets a chance to. But when you begin to reframe your thinking, to embrace growth, confidence, and resilience, you activate a part of yourself that's been waiting to rise. Your thoughts create your emotions, and those emotions drive your behavior. Think small, feel small, act small, but shift your thoughts, and you shift your entire identity. Your mindset isn't just how you think. It's the engine behind every result in your life. Take the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, "This is just how I am." It fears failure, avoids discomfort, and crumbles under pressure. A growth mindset says, "I can improve, I can learn, I can evolve." It embraces challenge, uses failure as fuel, and sees rejection as redirection. That's the kind of mindset you need to unlock your full potential. Look at someone like Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb on his first attempt, or his 100th. It took him over 10,000 tries. But he didn't see those as failures. He saw them as learning experiences. That's the power of perspective. That's the power of mindset. To develop a growth mindset, you must identify and rewrite your limiting beliefs, the quiet, internal scripts that whisper, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never figure this out." You don't eliminate those voices overnight, but you challenge them, reframe them, and replace them with truth. Affirmations like, "I am growing every day," or "Every challenge brings me closer to mastery." Slowly rewire your self-image. Mindset isn't built by motivation. It's built by repetition. It's the discipline of choosing growth thoughts, moment by moment. It's not about being positive all the time. It's about responding intentionally to your thoughts and emotions. And that requires self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize your internal world in real time. It helps you understand your triggers, your patterns, your emotional responses. Without it, you repeat the same reactions over and over again. But with it, you gain the power to pause, reflect, and respond instead of react. That's where transformation begins. Emotional regulation is just as essential. Emotions aren't enemies. They're messengers. But when you let them control your decisions, they steer you off course. Developing the ability to feel your emotions without letting them dominate you gives you an edge in every area of life. Journaling, meditation, and mindfulness can all help you create space between stimulus and response. Another game changer? Resilience. Life will challenge you. Stress is unavoidable. But a healthy mindset doesn't avoid stress. It manages it. It adapts to it. It grows stronger through it. Stress only becomes destructive when you have no system to handle it. But when you practice breathing, movement, gratitude, and emotional control, you turn stress into strategy. Resilience isn't about being tough all the time. It's about being flexible. It's about recovering faster. It's about bouncing forward, not just bouncing back. When you build habits that support your emotional and physical health, sleep, exercise, nutrition, boundaries, you equip yourself for long-term success. But all the mindset in the world won't matter without action. That's why you need clear, realistic goals. Vague goals like, "I want to be successful," don't work. You need targets that are specific, measurable, and motivating. You need to break your vision into small, consistent steps. It's not about the big leaps. It's about the daily, deliberate moves. And if you're stuck, it's likely due to perfectionism or procrastination, both rooted in fear. So replace perfection with progress. Remind yourself, taking messy, imperfect action is better than standing still. Every step counts. Every win builds momentum. Write your goals down. Track your habits. Celebrate your progress. Even the smallest achievement deserves recognition. It fuels your belief in yourself. And belief is what carries you forward when motivation fades. But goals and effort are only part of the equation. Your environment matters just as much. The people you surround yourself with either lift you higher or drag you down. If you're always around negativity, gossip, or small thinking, it will weigh on you. But when you align with ambitious, positive, growth-driven individuals, your mindset naturally expands. The conversations you have, the content you consume, and the energy you absorb shapes your beliefs. So protect your space. Be intentional. Surround yourself with people and media that fuel your future, not your fears. And in this pursuit of achievement, don't forget the power of balance. Hustle without rest leads to burnout. Rest without purpose leads to stagnation. True power comes from balancing effort with recovery, discipline with play. Your body and mind are your most valuable tools. Take care of them. Prioritize sleep. Move your body. Eat to fuel your brain. Schedule time for hobbies and connection. These aren't luxuries. They're strategies. Gratitude and optimism are also powerful mindset tools. When you train your mind and notice what's working instead of what's lacking, everything shifts. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Practicing gratitude daily rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Optimism isn't naive, it's resilient. It's believing things will work out, even when the path is uncertain. And that belief gives you endurance. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means facing reality with a mindset that says, no matter what happens, I will find a way. That's how you rise when others fold. That's how you thrive in adversity. And perhaps most importantly, commit to lifelong growth. Your mindset isn't a destination. It's a daily decision. You're never done evolving. Read more. Learn new skills. Reflect regularly. Adjust when needed. Every day is an opportunity to get 1% better. Growth isn't always loud or glamorous. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it looks like saying no, getting back up, or simply trying again. But over time, those small improvements add up to massive change. Becoming the best version of yourself isn't about being perfect. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. And that requires embracing discomfort, letting go of old stories, and leaning into possibility. The most successful people aren't the ones with perfect circumstances. They're the ones who decided to master their mindset, regardless of their past. Start now. Don't forget to subscribe and like. This channel is your home for powerful motivation and next-level growth. Stay tuned. The next video will take you even further.